Welcome to today's video. I'm Jazza25 and today we're going to be having a game review for Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. Like you see here, I'm wearing my Dragon Ball t-shirt and I'm ready to play it and see how it is. If you like today's video, please smack that like button and subscribe after the video. And so yeah, let's get into it. Let's go, guys. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be reviewing Dragon Ball Xenoverse on PS4. This game came out in 2015 and I've had it for quite a while now, and this is one of my favorite games, guys. It's so awesome. So let's start this review. The Dragon Ball Xenoverse takes most of what I like about the anime and role-playing games and combines them into a single great-looking package. It's strange, then it's mostly neglects the single most important thing that makes Dragon Ball Z great: the fighting. I had fun building a hero all my own, but his journey through the Dragon Ball Z world is deflated by one-sided fights and combat that boils down to what it feels like glorified button mashing. I was ultimately left waiting more than the shallow, frustrating and repetitive combat. But throughout, I got more and more into the story mode. It got better and better. Again, to fight more powerful enemies, and then they're getting stronger and stronger. As much as I wanted to love the combat, I couldn't even different combinations of face buttons, and resulting very animation led to the same outcome: punching your opponent, making them fly away from you. The strategy behind these fights never get very deep, and I settled into a repetitive but efficient pattern of punching and kicking a villain across the map, then charging up to get enough power to use an ultimate attack. Annoyingly, these miss half the time, even when an enemy stands directly in front of you, as your worthless beam passes through their body. Defense is in the same boat. When an enemy starts to get a combo going, dodging it's worth the stamina costing, and blocking requires almost physical like reflexes to pull off, meaning I never really used them. Instead, I hopelessly took the assist, then returning the favor until someone's health finally ran out. With combat a lackluster affair, the most exciting part of Xenoverse is the ability to create your own fighter. From Saiyans to Namekians to Frieza's race and humans and Naboo race as well. There are a wide range of races to choose from, with each of their unique stats and fighting styles. Everything from their gender, size, shape, and voice is customizable. I settled on a Saiyan race that he likes to fight close quarters, but then again I put in the heaps of ki power so he can just stay back and blast him from a distance. When character creations comes leveling up and stat throughout the game, an odd choice for a fighting game all about aliens with world-destructing energy beings powers and massively complex texture. Such heavy role-playing influence, but it's cool to see a character I invested time in growing and ultimately become more powerful throughout the game. The pacing of character progression in Xenoverse is great, as new powers and skills are unlocked gradually, and there are a lot more. Crafting a skill set of hard to acquire special moves that worked with my fighter was the most fun of it. And throughout the game you can train with people throughout the Dragon Ball Z universe, like Vegeta and Goku and Team Gohan and that. And if you pass their tests, you get their special moves and you can add them to your own character. So that's pretty cool that you can do that. Despite enjoying the RPG elements of the game, The equipment and moves taking a health portion after having the tar beaten out of me just didn't feel right for Dragon Ball Z Universe Xenoverse. Would Xenoverse would have been far much better off eliminating items altogether and just making combat a more balanced experience, because many fights are completely unfair. One early story mission put me up against 20 enemies, demanding that I kept two computers alive the whole time. That wouldn't have been so bad if my allies weren't completely useless. But as it is has become a race to see if my allies would be any good or not, and sometimes they are, and sometimes they're completely useless, and you have to save them every few minutes. But it's a kind of gamble for that. Another mission late in the game spiked in difficulty so severe that I was forced to grind, a boring and arduous process for several hours before I leveled my character enough that I even had a chance to proceed. Yeah, in the game I did have a level when I was versing Majin Buu, I think, and it took me quite a long time, very long time. You have to try to figure out your own strategy to actually beating him, and I found the strategy from just staying back and just firing my ki blast at him, because he's a bit slow and he can't really catch up to you. But if he does catch up to you guys, and yeah, he grabs a hold of you and just knocks you about, and you'll probably die in a few seconds. In fact, after a while, most missions become frustrating and tease. Just after expanding most of my health potions down a difficult enemy, a cutscene would play and the fight would resume with majorly of my opponent's health restored. I lose, have to back out of the hub world, trek into the item shop and buy more potions, and repeat the process. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's not really that great. But you have to strategize how you use your items in this game, and wisely take them at certain points, because you don't know when the mission's going to end, and you might need them in the future. Fortunately, distractions from the 30-hour single-player campaign aren't hard to come by in Xenoverse. I found more joy teaming up with other players to take on unique missions called parallel quests. They reward me with money, experience, and new moves and powers. These rewards often make them more vulnerable than story missions. Stages feel cramped and static, but parallel quests often feature multiple levels to go, give them some variety and strategy in them. Unfortunately, the competitive multiplayer battles are the shallowest of Xenoverse modes, quick and dirty that often over in a few seconds or minutes, meaning I spent more time getting the tedious matchmaking to find a game than I did actually playing. Online with this game, guys, is very hard. You have to learn how to play the game, and you have to get into your character customization and get the right stuff, or you'll be beaten very easy, guys. Unfortunately, I haven't really won that many online matches. I think I've played about 20 online matches and only won about 4 or 5. So it's quite hard, guys. So yeah. On the surface, Dragon Ball Xenoverse seems like a great game for someone like me who enjoys anime, fighting, and role-playing games. Customize your own character, equipment, and more pool is fantastic. But it's hard to get excited when combat feels hollow, especially for a franchise all about heroes stronger than superhuman. The unique story features a nice change of pace from the anime sagas, but unfair missions left me annoyed. Considering how not very good the multiplayer is, I found the parallel quest to be the best one out of all of this game. And we'll go into the pros and cons, guys. The pros for this game is the customable characters. You can customize your character any way you want, shape or form, and match him how you want to be in the future. The true form graphics. The graphics in this game are very good, guys. They're one of the probably the best graphics in all the Dragon Ball Z games, and Xenoverse 2 will be even better than that. And the unique story. I like the story as well, because you create your own character, and your character is in the story mode, and it helps Trunks and all the Time Patrol guys get rid of this evil this evil villain that's causing trouble in the timeline, and it's got new characters in that, and I quite like that. And the cutscenes in that, they're very cool. They're very awesome. So I quite like that, guys. And the cons about this game, the combat can be a bit hard to learn at first, but after you go for a little bit longer and try to learn, then it gets pretty good. And some of the story mode missions are very hard, especially early in the game and late in the game as well. So those are my cons for that one. But overall, guys, I will rate this game 8 out of 10. I'll give it 8 because I really like Dragon Ball Z, and I bought this game hoping that this game would be good. And when I played it, it was fantastic. There's a few major things I don't like, but it's still an awesome game, and I would give you guys a big thumbs up to go and get this game. And if you can't, then go get Xenoverse 2, because I think Xenoverse 2 will be better than this game. So go get that, guys. And yeah, that's my review for Xenoverse on PS4. I hope you guys like this review. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to this channel. And put it down in the comment section below what reviews you want me to do next time. This has been Jez25, and I'll see you guys next time.
So that's been the review of Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse on PS4. I rate this game 8 out of 10, guys, and that's pretty damn awesome. I love this game, and it was one of my favorite games. And the Xenoverse 2 is coming out soon, and it's very awesome, and I'm very excited about it. So can't wait to grab that and review that game for you guys. And yeah. So if you liked today's video, smack that like button again and subscribe after the video. This has been Jez25, guys. Have a good day.